Whoop, whoop, what's up? Happy Monday, Bearcats and Jugger Bros. We're here hanging and chilling. It's the HMG WWE Raw Watch Long. And because it is the programming change, we're going through the entire Raw tonight. We're going to be doing a belt count as well. I'm going with 8. Always good to see you guys. Make sure you sign your NDA. Whoop, whoop. We got Vet in the house. Who else we got in the house tonight? Looks like we got Lambrat. We got Liz. We got Cold Blooded. We got Frank. How's everybody doing? Always good to see you. Whoop, whoop.
All right, look like we from Brooklyn. Yeah. Look at this Stranger Things set, Vet. Are you a Stranger Things guy over there, Vet?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to rely on you two for the Stranger Things references here. Obviously, we got the set, Extreme Violence, the Hellfire Club. Is that tying it? I know nothing about Stranger Things and that it exists, and they partner up with WWE.
The only Hellfire Club I'm aware of is that one that Benjamin Franklin was a part of in France.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, everything's kind of a reference to that.
Yes.
This is a reference to that. I'm sure the X-Men were a reference to that.
The newcomer, Austin Theory, and the unpredictable badass Braun Breaker battling for the world title tonight.
There's one belt.
In this world, the world champ
It's the best belt in the world.
is here. Breaker.
You know, I like that open there for Braun Breaker. It shows, when they do these stupid ass walk-ins, they're always giggling, laughing, something like that. I mean, Braun showing intensity right there. You got a big fight feel from him right there.
After over 6 months out of the ring, her opponent, the former Intercontinental
Now we got the regular bullshit.
Valkyria. These two collide.
And what's up, Zane? Good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop.
Who the fuck thought that's a good idea? How about a thumbs up and we do a dolly? Oh, here comes our tap out champ with her juggalo shit on.
The woman who is jealous,
2 belts.
bitter, and full of conspiracy theories. Big time Bex looks to get her championship back live tonight. He's Michael Cole. I am still Corey Graves.
I do like the theme set. This looks kind of cool. I mean, it's just like a good homage to Stranger Things.
Bro, come on. It's that serious question. Like this, it's the same time. Anytime WWE does this kind of shit, it's just tacked on.
Okay. I don't know. It's something different for me. Again, I have no idea what any of it is about. I'm guessing it's just about things that are strange.
Yep, that's it. Nothing. Just everyday strange things.
Okay. I mean, things are always strange, but they're just
Yeah, this is more strange. It's even
Okay.
more strange than normal.
I heard that was the original working title. More strange.
More strange. And then they were like, too confusing.
All right, big tag team championship bout. Going to kick things off here. Oh, Asian Persuasion with a Stranger Thing, Rhea Ripley. Speaking of Asian Persuasion there, Vet, how was the Wrestle Kingdom review?
All right, we could do without this. Yeah, we had a great show. Jimmy, Jargo, and I had a great show. I'll say that.
Okay.
So everybody else, their interpretation of Wrestle Kingdom this year, or New Japan in general, as they've been as a company lately, that's up to you guys. But I think we did a great show.
Wonderful. That's all that we can ask for, right? I listened for a little bit, but I had no idea what was happening in New Japan. Didn't watch any of it, so it was a little hard to follow. So.
It's funny because all three of us was like completely dipped the past year as well. They ran us off. But like I said, you listen, you can hear exactly why we ran off.
I did catch that
on
part.
YouTube.
I caught that at the beginning, and I thought was maybe early on what I heard really jumped out in the conversation. It's still available there. Hit that live tab. And I thought Jargo threw out the great question for you guys. Did they do enough to retain your attention for Dash and beyond? And it seemed like the overwhelming response from you guys was, nah.
No, they didn't. I mean, but it wasn't. I don't know what they could have done, because they're just not really like. It's hard to explain, but I can relate it to you as a sports fan because you understand sports, right? So if you watch baseball, right?
Mm-hmm.
I assume you have a favorite baseball team, right?
Yes, Cincinnati Reds.
Okay, Cincinnati Reds. So the Cincinnati Reds are on, right? TV. That's what you need to know. The Reds are on. I'm watching the game. That's it.
Yeah.
That's how you treat sports in your life. It's just a thing that you do. You know, you don't watch a Reds game. You don't watch game 36 of the 162 game season to say, did the Reds do enough to keep me coming back for another, 100 and some game? No, you don't think like that. It's just not the way people are programmed. And if wrestling's a sport the way it's supposed to be, everything isn't contingent upon a bunch of phony bullshit that they have to concoct. It's like, is it on? I'm watching it. That's basically how it is. So when you have a real sports-like presentation, that's basically what it is. New Japan's on. Are you watching the game tonight? No? Yes? Maybe? I'll catch some of it. They don't really do the same kind of like American fake story writing stuff there. It's just they try to in an attempt to like in an attempt to sort of appeal to other audiences
that Western sports entertainment style.
Yeah, which you just can't do things half-ass like that. You sort of have to carve out your place in the market and be the best at that. That's how I feel about it. But,
what the hell is she wearing? Apparently she raided Bird Girl's wardrobe there.
it's probably a Stranger Things reference.
I was going to say, I'm just going to assume everything is a Stranger Things reference here.
Get me Stranger Raw, pal.
I like the way they're shooting. Let's get a little more tighter shots here.
Yeah, as far as the production values go, they always do a fantastic job like this.
Little hug and a kiss on the cheek from the best friends there before their title bout. I remember when Hawk and Animal used to do that. Always set the mood.
That's how I do it up in Minnesota.
Wreck that
let me just give you a little kiss on the cheek there.
28 WWE fans on
Hey, now I'm all for going full on bushwhackers and start licking each other. That'll work.
These teams have gone head to head back in October at Crown Jewel in Rhea Ripley's homeland of Australia. Rhea and Io would win that matchup a much higher stakes tonight.
Yes, just get room. We just get room.
All right, women's tag team championships, big bout to open things up here.
We'll start things off in this matchup. For many months now, it dates back years.
There's probably a miscommunication due to the language barrier.
Well, the mentor was Kylie saying, the student, Asuka claims she never treated Io disrespectfully. Io tells another story.
I guess for the story here, I am looking. I've been hot. I've been screaming for the last couple of weeks about. That was terrible. Huge 7-10 miss split there. But Terry Sane has been eating pin after pin after pin for weeks. So I'm going to see how that plays out now that the championship is on the line. Eat that. DoorDash, right? So we got here. Brandon, your official sponsor, DoorDash.
Whoop, whoop. I have to say, there's no way that. How funny that'd be for a promotional thing. Like for one night, you got a WWE superstar like doing DoorDash. Just for one night in a select area.
That would be, hey, you want all those cheese? That is not a bad, those cheesy ass reactions that people give you. It's So you just put a camera on them. The
That-
WWE
that-
camera crew shows up, and you got one of like.
That's content. That's content. That's social media content.
Well, what you'd have to do, and tie this in so that you just don't embarrass yourself, like show up to drop off a DoorDash and they have no clue who the wrestler is. You're like, all right, whatever, loser. You'd have to do something in, because I always look, they have DoorDash. Why aren't we running WWE specials on the deals part of DoorDash?
Especially with like places that have WWE wrestlers as spokespeople. Like for example, Dom and Wingstop with the tenders.
Right.
And one night,
you could have, so you could watch a Dom on television, order Wingstop, and then Chavo drops it off at your door.
Music gets drowned out. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
I think that's brilliant, man. I think it works. Use the legends in that.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
you'd have.
Well, you could use some of the current talent too, because they ain't doing nothing.
Yeah,
They're not
but
busy.
I'm really afraid that they're not going to get recognized at all. A couple of those guys drop off my DoorDash, I'm not recognized them. I like that, Brand. That's a hell of an idea. There's our marketing minds getting after it here. We need more from our partnerships, return on investment, pay back to it. I'd first give me WWE deals, combo packs, encourage me to watch with people, have something going on. Where is my Taco Bell Penta Mexican Toilet Destroyer Party Pack for Raws and SmackDowns?
It would be the biggest urban free solo con ever.
Whoop, whoop.
Doesn't really matter.
I mainly was looking for, because I know that the WWE has the partnership, obviously, but I kept looking for that AEW White Castle deal on DoorDash.
It's not on DoorDash. It's actually like through White Castle. It's like through White Castle
I
themselves.
know, but they can still put it on there on their specials, limited time features. I mean, I know I could individually order that, but I wanted to say the double bacon brawl combo pack.
We're in the ring now as we battle out for the tag team.
And then I would order an entire cave case of them, and I'd come on the wreckage and just sit there quietly and see if I can eat the whole crave case while Jimmy and Vet review the show.
I think you could.
Those are long shows,
Win the title.
and I can eat a lot of White Castle.
I'm focusing most of my attacks.
Yeah, we're actually buying you time.
Asuka. You can't really deny that Asuka's the shot caller of her team. Kyrie always follows suit.
The key with White Castles is there's just a minimum amount of chewing involved.
Oh, man.
They're already so smushy that they're basically are almost chewed. So you just kind of gotta
Right, I have. Don't take unnecessary.
Well,
gulp them on down.
I mean, that's how you get that slider. You just slide those babies down. If you get a good chew, a good 2 or 3 chew on it, and yeah, you can get that bad boy down.
Homemade one right here tonight. Whoop, whoop.
Little White Castle?
No, it's a homemade one.
Oh, okay. Let's some sliders.
Once too often.
Technically, you can't call it a slider. You'll get sued.
On that one.
That is true.
Should be the tide turn the Kabuki Warriors were waiting for. They're so dangerous.
That's why I never officially marketed it as a slider if I ever decided to sell it.
Their opponent like they're doing here, Kyrie Sane to the second rope now. Double team coming. Big kick by Sane. And Kyrie now got a 5 count before she has to break. Figure 4 choke applied deeply. Get a lot of wind out of Rhea Ripley. Great way to neutralize the power of the Eradicator. Kyrie Sane now perched on the top turn.
All right, got the champs in control.
Driving Rhea Ripley to the mat.
What are you talking about, Cold Blooded? This is the most beautiful tag team match I've seen in a long time.
Looks good to me.
Across her shoulders as physically possible. You can't
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that Lab Rat. That's right, she did. That was cool.
Maxine defends the Intercontinental Championship against Becky Lynch tonight.
Victoria,
Kyrie.
Jargo and I were up at the first All In before there was an AEW when they had the Starcade, and it was hilarious because you had ODB had her meat truck out front, which barbecue's fucking amazing. They got this thing in a cup where it's a Sunday. They just load everything in there. But Victoria, she was running. They had a line outside for the truck. So Victoria leaves her booth. She's running down the hallway in ring gear and then gets in the truck and starts working in her ring gear. She's
That's
running
awesome.
the register, as ODB's, and her helpers are over on the grill and all that because it was just, it was a huge line.
There's the power of the Eradicator.
Dude, that
Victoria's the best.
It was
That-
damn good barbecue too.
dude, that's a friend right there.
What was cool too, when it was a slower period, I went up to the truck and I just, was dropping. I was like, hey, I said, aren't you like wife number 472? And she got it. And then she gave me one of those free Sundays.
Nice. Whoop, whoop.
Victoria and her husband at the time had a pizza restaurant.
It wasn't like did they? So I know she had that, and then also had a squared circle restaurant up there as well in Chicago.
I remember that. Yeah,
that was wrestling themed.
Yeah, wrestling themed Chicago pizza place.
Unfortunately, I don't think that concept lasted that long.
Yeah, I think it did go under, unfortunately. Which sucks. You think something like that would go over big over there? Especially add like some lucha themes to it too.
There's pizza joints, like inside pizza joints. You throw a rock somewhere, there's Chicago pizza joint there. Well, the last time I was up there, I did eat at a very, very cool lucha taco place that was really, really, really cool.
Somehow Sky barely gets the shoulder up. He's getting too confident, too arrogant. And now Kyrie going to work on the back. Watch this. Bang right to the spine.
Another commercial break.
Another great point that Jargo had today about that sports-based presentation. Hey, we got a wide receiver wide open. Did he catch it? We'll be right back after this Applebee's break to let you know if he hauled in that big 50-yarder.
So during the break, this happened.
Yeah.
Well, wire break here, gentlemen. How was the impact attack?
Swift,
and then to the point, huh?
Taylor Swift.
Ooh, that's Swifty.
Yeah, I'm trying to shake it off right now. It's TNA's abysmal. I don't even know how they.
Do you feel like are they trying to pick up steam going into 2 weeks from now, the big debut, or is it just like, let's just get everything's just get the hell out of here for the reset?
It kind of seems like a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
So kind of what Vet was alluded to earlier, when you try to do a little of everything half-assed, it all sucks.
Yep. There's a Ron Swanson quote where he said, "Don't half-ass two things, whole-ass one thing."
Good name drop. Well, I'm going to match that with a little Homer Simpson, Bart Simpson. He wants to give Bart needs a ride to soccer practice. Well, that's twice. Bart's just like, well, it's only half the work of a good dad. And Homer's like, yeah, but it's twice the work of a deadbeat dad.
Speaking of Homer Simpson, I picked up the
what?
Homer with the sandwich, the rotten hoagie.
Oh, where'd you get that at?
I had to get it from eBay because it was like a limited edition that sold out. So,
hey, ladies and gentlemen, hey, you can't write that stuff. That was not a setup there. What timing we got there for the Homer drop? Ready to go with him.
1920.
Let me ask you guys this, Bet. Since you got the Homer there, what's just a better episode? The sugar episode or the grease episode? I was thinking about this yesterday because they were both on back to back, and I just laughed for the whole hour.
The sugar, meaning like when he had like that big mound of.
In America, first you get the sugar, then you get the power, then you get the women.
Yeah.
No, my sugar.
Yeah, that or the grease. Well, those were the thing is those were both the side plots of those episodes, and I don't even remember what the main. I don't even remember what the main parts of the episodes were anymore. But
I think
the grease one is Lisa had to like show the new girl around, that was Lisa Kudrow's voice.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even remember what the Sugar Maiden was. It was always had to be. It was always a Lisa episode. So those guys took the side thing and went on a crazy adventure.
Yeah, they got to be a tie. I can't choose.
The Sugar one, was that when Lisa was working with Mr. Burns to set up that plant? I might get that wrong.
I think it might have been. I thought that was later on where Burns loses everything. And
Lisa
recycling plant.
Little Lisa slurry.
Yep. But Lisa, I'm using 100% natural chum pull out of the seeds using all recycled six pack holders. You monster!
What a time to live through the golden era of The Simpsons.
It's okay, Lisa. We can live without
the time to be alive.
What a time to be alive. We had the Attitude Era and the golden era of The Simpsons at the same time.
There was a period in 1997 where The Simpsons, King of the Hill, Beavis and Butthead, and South Park were on the air at the same time with original content.
So that just would have been just duplicated then this past year, right? Since King of the Hill came back?
Yup. Damn. Yup.
So 30-something years later, you're close to it.
The Simpsons never stop going. They just keep making seasons, and people just keep not watching it. But
yeah, they keep getting an odd though.
It's okay, Lisa. We didn't need that $2 million. Dad, 10% of $200 million is not $2 million. Code Blue.
Gut wrench power bomb there from Ripley, but then she gets a ass full of Asian. Asuka hit a code breaker. Is that an Easter egg of what's to come later on this evening?
I'm wondering if like WWE is playing into the Jericho rumors and just dropping little teases like that just to get people thinking it's going to happen when it's not.
The tease for Break the Wall Down was because WWE is always so out of touch. They'll probably end up just having like a David Hasselhoff like live performance. They'll just play into when the wall came down back in the day.
Reasons Asuka has dominated WWE seasonal rival. The Empress of Tomorrow.
Asuka vicious in there. Asuka be dropping bitches.
Well, they're not ready for her.
Well, they should have been ready, but it's championship match. I've had this on the schedule. Got to get ready.
Ever ready. That's kind of the whole thing with her.
Asuka legal. As much as Rhea can take, the Kabuki Warriors are happy to keep delivering punishment. This could be the end. Double team coming to Ripley.
Sane gets all this praise and credit for her top rope work, man. She takes so damn long getting set up there.
At least for the double team, though, when it's for that, at least she has Asuka there to hold the opponent in place.
Especially bad Friday night when she literally took like 30 seconds to get set up to jump on Charlotte during that figure eight.
Well, she's small. It takes a long time to climb up that.
I mean, I can't even imagine trying to balance my ass up there, but.
Standing switch by Asuka. Looking for a German suplex. Roll through now by Sky. Stop right to the midsection. Having all the wind out of Asuka's body. Thinking next.
Double stomp to the fupa. Rhea trying to compose herself. Will this do it? Rhea, the legal person with a riptide over the moonsault. When you look at their ring gear, Asuka and Ripley would look like an awesome tag team.
And new women's tag team champions. Their name is Rio, and they're dancing in the sand.
Asuka eats the pin, interesting enough.
Which if they should go somewhere with that, because Asuka's the one getting on everybody, getting on Kyrie for falling behind. So
well, Sane's been eating the pins for the last 2 months.
What a battle it was to kick off the new year with gold on the line. Here we see the Kabuki Warriors delivering the maneuver that is not the success.
Dude, I actually, now that I can't unsee this now, I would like to see Asuka and Ripley as the tag team. Demolition. Because, Dan, title changes mean pops. Pops, we're going to show the audience. Well, this actually ends a terrible, terrible title reign for heel tag team champions that were just embarrassed week after week and beat up. And
Rhea Ripley wins her second. I told you strange things were going to happen tonight.
Whoa, good tie in there, Michael Cole. He called it. Stranger things were going to happen.
Corey Graves here tonight. Congratulations to the new tag team champions, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. It's going to get weird, I think. I hope so. It better. We came here for stranger things night on Monday Night Raw. I want it to get as weird as possible. Are you ready for our main event? Talk.
We're ready to
main
get weird
event time already? All right. I like their enthusiasm.
Say we're getting weird. We're getting Dirty Dango appearing on the show tonight?
Yeah. Well, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Is that a rumor? Are we supposed to be getting it?
No, of course
No, I
not.
was ribbing.
I got a little excited for that.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to do it, because that'd actually be good.
Yeah, you want to talk about the whole Roman Reigns exactly no pop thing. Let JDC walk out on Raw.
All right, one big bout down, one title match down, new champion crowned. 2 more to go.
All right, step outside. Be right back.
Be right back. BRB. Be right back, Brandon. Okay, I like this early on. We're getting a vignette for the main event. We're getting a little excitement, a little hype. We opened up with the intensity of the walkout. We're getting a reminder here. Let's do more with that throughout this evening. Keep the build coming.
We got to keep people from hitting pause and coming back and finishing watching later. They got to watch it right now, Dan.
I was going to say, you know what's nice tonight? No Monday Night Football. You know, there's no, go check that out. The regular season wrapped up yesterday. Which is odd, though, because then they do milk that, because next month they have a playoff game on Monday, but they don't end the season on a Monday.
A Monday playoff game. Have they done that before?
Last couple of years, they started doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Last couple of years. I think it might have been since the expansion, maybe a year or two before they expanded the playoffs, but they've been hitting that. It's such a big, revenue driver for them. Somebody wants to talk to me. Let's turn off that volume there.
Yeah, I definitely got out of football at a good time. I don't feel like I've missed anything.
You talk about, man, Roger Goodell, Booker of the Year. What a way to end the season. It comes down elimination. Winner wins the division, gets a home game in the playoffs. Loser goes home. 2 seconds on the clock to kick a field goal, down 2 to win it, Vet. And it just goes just wide right where the Ravens miss it in an end zone that the Steelers just happened to have blessed by a priest. That very spot of the field was blessed by a priest in the pregame.
Of course it was.
God loves Pittsburgh, and apparently Baltimore is Babylon. And it all comes down to it. Old man Rodgers, the 42-year-old, 41, 42, moving to the playoffs. Now that's creative. That's booking.
Got people. Yeah, just oh my god, it's so terrible. Nothing you just said that only reinforces my decision. I like when there's no doubt. I like when teams get blown the hell out. I like when teams are terrible all the time and they're going to be terrible. When I was growing up, I didn't hear
That's
that
why
much.
You're a New York guy.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that much people talking about coaches getting fired and teams were terrible every single year, like forever. I never heard anybody talk about fire the coach. You just said the Steelers made the playoffs. I've heard people talk about fire Mike Tomlin for how many years?
2 weeks ago, the whole stadium was chanting "Fire Tomlin, fire Tomlin."
Yeah, it's like what is not only has sports lost it, sports fans have lost it. Everybody's lost it. Nobody on the planet knows what they're doing anymore.
The only person I've heard make any sense about Mike Tomlin and Pittsburgh is Stevie Ray.
What he said?
Yeah, because Stevie Ray's a genius, and he's just telling you what
did
should
he
be
say?
obvious to anybody with a brain.
Are you going to let us know what he said, Brandon? Or you just
Basically, like
Google this.
pretty much how he's put in an unwinnable situation, yet he's still semi-successful with all the handcuffs that's on him and like the uphill battle he has to.
The frustration there from the fans and their level, what they expect for excellence there. Yeah, he's never had a losing season, but they haven't had a playoff win in like a decade. So that's where the resentment, and they're growing a little tired, and they were really struggling. Looked like they were going to blow the division.
Right, and I get that frustration, but like from what Stevie Ray says, like you got to look at that entire picture. Like you got to see what he's working with and what he has to deal with, and the fact that what he's handed for. I don't want
to hear that. I root for the worst franchise in the league, the Bengals. My second team is probably the second worst, the Browns. Here in Ohio, we have terrible ownership. So, yeah, as Vet was saying, where you hear about coaches getting fired. So, today, is dubbed Black Monday, Vet, where a lot of the coaches, GMs are all getting the axe. So here in Cincinnati, they just come out and confirm, we're not firing our shit coach and our crap GM. So, we just went the exact opposite here, but.
Well, you were probably one of those people that was saying Marvin Lewis should get fired.
I love Marvin Lewis. I realized the culture here and how impossible it was for us to really have any sort of winning dynamic to believe that we belonged and could do anything. I'll sit here, I'll go downtown and preach this thing. I think we should erect a statue of Marvin Lewis outside of our Fountain Square or outside of that stadium, because he was the only reason they gave us faith and hope since the 90s here in Cincinnati. Not even the only individual that could have worked with that asshole Mike Brown.
The Cincinnati Bengals are like, they're not even, I don't even consider them in the pantheon of like terrible teams. They had good runs in the 80s, and they had that Marvin Lewis run in the 90s and 2000s. Like they didn't do anything, but that's beside the point. But the Super Bowl appearances, like they've been in the Super Bowl more times than some teams ever have or ever will.
We've been 3 times. Cincinnati's been 3 times.
Yeah.
There's a handful
3 times.
A handful of them that have only been once, twice. Some that have been never.
Yeah.
Go Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think with Cincinnati, it is because it just in the national media, and it's just they are what they are. They exist. Maybe every now and then they're going to stumble upon something. Even the old man philosophy, Paul Brown's philosophy was if you go 50-50 in a decade, you've done your job. If you can get to a Super Bowl, that gives you a little bit of a leeway. And they've done that. They went to 2 Super Bowls there in the 80s, and we went here in the past 5 years. Lost all of them, but they did get there. And another thing with it, and I call him a terrible owner. If you want to win, you want a huge recruiting staff and a high profile coach. Yeah, that's bad. But the Brown family, in sports terms, they are a mom and pop shop. They don't have other outside multi-million, billion-dollar interests and things like that. Like they just survive on their football team since 1968. It's what they have.
Hey, it's a new year on the WWE Podcast Network. Among some of the highlights, Cody Rhodes. What do you want?
And let's not forget the all-impressive and memorable appearance when Krusty the Clown had and now the live performance of Cincinnati Bengals.
To the ring tonight for the first time in over 6.5 months.
Hey!
We are not in Hawkins, Indiana. We are in Brooklyn, New York. But what a night it is. Stranger Things joining forces with WWE for an incredibly special Monday Night Raw right here on Netflix. Well, he who remains is none other than the man who retired.
That's fine.
Gunther. I had my sound down. What were him and Pierce talk about? Anything of importance?
Didn't hear it.
Yep, and that second half was started at the expense of my Rams, so you're welcome. I'm joking, by the way.
Yeah, the Patriots have been like to the most Super Bowls. Guys, the most wins and have been to the most. I think they also had the most losses too, though.
To show a little bit of respect.
Hey, you know what just occurred to me? Paz is here at this thing. He's got his son there. He was posting pictures from WWE earlier, and then it just occurred to me, hey, they're right there in his neck of the woods.
For the man that made John Cena do the one thing he says he would never do. Respect for the man that made John Cena tap out like a little...
Oh my God, it's been weeks.
Well, the phenomenal AJ Styles, who
It was weeks ago that he was sitting on his car in the snow.
In a short
Now he's
sleeve
going to
shirt.
say something?
Probably took him that long to thaw out.
Probably.
You want to shut Gunther up, do something about it.
You saying AJ Styles is Frostilicus?
I don't know, man. If I had those guns, I wouldn't be messing with no snow coats either.
You know what? You are here to tell me about respect, AJ. You are punching above your weights. You and I both know. I'm the greatest wrestler in this company right now. And that includes...
I would have to guess because to probably promote his upcoming appearance on the Undertaker podcast.
That's not the Undertaker.
And plus, yeah, that's
Cold-blooded
AJ.
is just joking.
Okay.
Shawn McCool, 6 feet under.
That'd be a good show.
Michelle McCool.
Only runs for one episode, but
You know what, AJ?
We got Hammer in the house. Whoop whoop.
Hammer time.
Da, 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 da.
I got a little bitch. So that now leaves us with one question.
Oh man,
AJ gonna do about it.
what did Okada that put down the ace yesterday? Is that who did it? That
Yes.
and now we had 2 aces put down here, and now you got Gunther stealing bitch.
Bitch.
Uh-oh. Now we got resting bitch face from both of them.
That's what I thought. Nothing.
And
No physicality, nothing. It's like this cold-blooded monster Gunther that just put down John Cena. He's gonna let AJ Styles walk away.
Nah, it ain't his thing, man. He's bell to bell brutality.
except when it's Jey Uso or literally anybody else's he's ever fought. No.
It's not important.
I mean, I said as AJ Styles was walking out to the ring, do something about
Is that Shotzi?
disrespect is that strong, but I don't know that I can believe what just happened before our very eyes. AJ Styles just pulled Gunther's card.
She wasn't gonna miss the Stranger Things episode, guys. Come on.
Gonna get her fight her way in there.
Just like Becky Lynch.
I think it's just the indie promoter in me, but I always just kind of like cringe and get a little angry whenever the wrestlers throw or drop a microphone.
To get her Intercontinental Championship back.
I can't remember my home promotion. They drilled us into our heads how many times. I know you see it on TV. Don't do it here. We can't afford it. Do not throw the microphone.
One time, Prima Donnie, he threw water on one of the speakers. Oh my God, I was about to run in the ring and just murder him. All over the son of a bitch. That's...
Champion. There was a corrupt referee. I'm the real Intercontinental Champion.
One has to wonder, is this storyline kind of leading into Jessica Carr being brought in as a worker?
Wasn't there a rumor about that? That
She was working under a hood?
Yeah, she's under a hood in Evolve.
G. Hammer knows it, man. Old Danny Davis would cuss your ass out. Messing with that. Speaking of Danny Davis, Nightmare Rumble coming up a couple weeks, I believe just 2 weeks away. Down there at OVW. One of their big events of the year. 2020 Nightmare Rumble, my favorite Rumble match ever. Happened to be there in the arena. And I didn't know it at the time, but it was booked by Ted McNaylor, by Man Beast. It was a lot of fun. It was a good time there.
Yeah, Ted McNaylor knows a little thing or two about some stuff.
All right, we got our second championship battle of the evening. That actually also that was my first time doing an assignment for OVW. I had to go pick up the pizza for concessions.
Wicks?
No, they weren't using Wicks. So they weren't using Wicks, which is so terrible. It is so bad. Brandon, Wicks Pizza makes your St. Louis stuff like gourmet cuisine. That Wicks is bad.
I'll take that as a compliment. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, Wix is bad. It was actually like at a pretty cool bar. 'Cause I remember going in there, I had to wait because I had a couple drinks while I was in there. And then they brought out like half to order, and I had to wait on the other one. So I ate half of the pizza, one of the pizzas while I was sitting there waiting.
Outside looking in, it seems simple.
That's wow.
And turn it in. On the inside, it's different. Is that real? It's a $20 million risk.
Don't trust anyone.
Hey, what is this?
All I know is what we do.
Affleck and Damon together again?
Matt Damon.
Give a snitch, Mike.
Uh-oh.
Let me run it.
They just don't take the money.
Were you and Captain Velez close? You're not going anywhere without me. You're not even going. I don't trust you right now, and that's a problem.
You just take whatever money you want and walk away. Before this goes really bad for all of us.
Looks pretty intense here.
The Rip. Okay.
Ripper, baby.
You know, another good movie was The Town. Remember The Town?
It's TGI Tuesday.
You sound like I could vaguely imagine it.
Tuesdays.
It was the Ben Affleck heist movie, and like John Hamm was the FBI agent
Okay, yeah.
set in Boston.
Game changer. Which means she's getting cash back. Every day.
Elizabeth, she's not what she's saying. She's not a fan of this Dupree, Maxine Dupree. Is that what she's saying over there?
That's what
You
she
don't-
says.
You don't like bad girl Sandy from Greece?
Dan says she looks like she got dosed by Smilex. Love that Joker.
Have they introduced Natty officially yet into this? I know they've had the vignettes and things like that, but has she actually come on screen yet? I can't recall.
Hey, we'll have to chase down that.
Yeah, that's where they got cold feet. Having Natty on TV again? No, well, we can't go that far. Not live. We could have her in shadowy pre-tapes.
I'm just thinking, is that either do we go to the Brandon direction here where we keep developing with the referee and Beck, or is this where we get the introduction of blood sport Natty?
You don't dodge the noise.
Triple A blood sport Natty.
Make it yours.
I mean, yeah, why not get her as like a Mr. Miyagi meets player coach?
Because we've seen her whole career. It's not believable. You know, like that. Like if you did that with Asuka, or somebody that had actually won matches their whole career, then yeah, that would make a little more sense.
Cricket. And by Ram trucks, nothing stops Ram. And by Intuit TurboTax. Now this.
Getting ready to go to rehab. Yeah, Dad said, Natty at Triple A worked. It was cool to see her that way. She was doing that in Bloodsport, and then we get on Raw, and it's not good.
I'm not going to the back of the line. Make something happen.
Ivy, as I've said, until we know who the women's Intercontinental Champion is, it doesn't matter. We have to get through tonight to figure out what happens on the other side. I know you understand what I'm saying. Let's get through tonight. Let's figure it out.
Let's get through tonight. I wonder if that's a rib line they threw in there.
Going to the back of the line.
Probably is.
Hey, Pierce! I want AJ. Enough of that. You either going to come in here and complain.
Can we stop at the backstage segments while a match is getting set to fucking go?
Come on, me and you. Me and you. What are you going to complain? Or are you going to stand there like a little bitch?
Pierce, I want him next week.
I'm so mad. It's got to be next week. Not tonight, next week.
Well, it's in Europe next week.
Well, it really isn't just her saying it. Becky Lynch, called by a number of publications as the greatest female wrestler in WWE history. But again, Styles built week, Dusseldorf, Germany on Raw. Absolutely massive matchup headed your way.
Well, her ring attire is very fitting because she has the physique of a pencil. She looked like a fucking pencil standing there.
And her opponent from Sacramento, California, she is
Get me slip and slide Becky, pal.
Hey, you're the new attitude ass kicker, but come out and get your booty pose in.
Well, you asked me a question this past Friday night on SmackDown pertaining to Carmelo Hayes.
And the bell count's currently 4.
Well, we already saw hers.
Right, I'm also updating after the women's tag belts as well. Or if anybody's catching it later and seeing one.
That's a lot of the problem with WWE. They show all the belts at the beginning because everybody walks in with one.
Yeah, they gotta get that like NBA. Oh, they're arriving at the game. Look at them pull up and come out.
Yeah, the difference is though in those, like when they show that in the NFL, like they have like their game face on, like they're serious, ready to go. WWE, they're always like dicking around.
They're clowning.
Well, unless the worst is the WNBA, where they make it like a fashion show, or they have to pose, like stop in front of the, the backdrop thing and do a pose.
Maxine Dupree locking things up for the Intercontinental Championship. Becky did want me to tell the world that her gear tonight is inspired by Star Trek Starfleet, that show she'll be starring in later this month. She said, big time.
I'll say, okay, that did look kind of Star Trek-ish, and then I forgot that she's in that.
Great. Even more reason not to watch Star Trek.
Wins the title tonight. The sky's the limit, I guess. Silver and Shatner together. I'm sure he's still kicking around somewhere. Again, here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Look at this, Maxine looking for the ankle lock. Becky makes it to the ropes. Breaker Puck in our main event tonight for the world.
Vet, have you been impressed at all? Give a little bit of credit to Dupree for any improvement since the slight change in gimmick. Do you think she's looking better in the ring? The intensity, the presentation?
Marginally
better than what? I mean, it was pretty. It was pretty terrible to start, so you could only go up.
It's slightly less terrible.
I mean, the more you do anything, the better you're going to get at it. Is it her fault that they didn't bother to train her before calling her up? Not really. You're just going to do what you're told. You're working there.
Here's the keys to the car. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah. And she started out as the male model gimmick, right? And that wasn't really, I mean, it was superfluous anyway.
Oh God, that spot was terrible. The little cartwheel thing.
Now look at her. Look at the bottom of her shoes. Like, why is she wearing like those big wedges, like on her boot soles? Like, why does she have the extra tall soles?
Yeah, she's got the lift. I mean, she's already like 5'9", 5'10", or something like that.
That's not going to do you any favors if like you're already awkward.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was just thinking about that because isn't it easier to roll yourself, isn't it?
It could be.
With obesity, lose weight and keep it off.
That's going to defeat the purpose of wearing wrestling boots for ankle support if you make yourself more prone to rolling it.
Give me the Becky Stompers, pal.
Stop setbacks and tell your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, depression, or suicidal thoughts before scheduled procedures with anesthesia.
Oh, this is a Zep-bound disclaimer. I thought this was a WWE disclaimer if you're experiencing depression or suicidal thoughts.
Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can
Yeah,
cause
diarrhea, vomiting. Yep, that all comes with Raw and
If you're
SmackDown.
watching a Maxine Dupree match.
once weekly Zepbound and check your coverage.
You are
So-
suffering from depression, suicidal thoughts, diarrhea, vomiting. You might be watching the Intercontinental Champion.
$9.99.
Yeah, so instead of paying that money and getting the potential side effects, how about just dieting and exercising?
Nope. How about ordering up this Papa John's and chowing on that?
Yeah, why are those
fat
back
ass?
to back? Why are those back to back? Yeah. Chris Jericho wore lifts because he was already short. That's the whole, I understand that.
It seems simple.
But who is Maxine trying to, who is she trying to fake her height to?
Right.
She's already one of the taller ones.
Don't trust anyone.
You gotta move this money, man. All I know is
Kane does that too, though.
you talk to.
You notice that Kane had those huge ass soles on his boots. They're like 3 inches.
Well, I'm sure as history continues to write itself and podcasters in the future, they'll probably be making those parallels, drawing the comparisons between Dupree and Kane.
You're not giving orders. I don't trust you right now, and that's a problem.
You just take whatever money you want and walk away. Before the
All right, we got a big push for the rip here.
January 16th.
Ooh, that's coming up, man. Coming up. Maybe we'll get that for the Raw show.
Maybe we shall see. Although I definitely put Goodwill Hunting before that one. 'Cause that's one I still have yet to see. Yes, I know.
So Cena and Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back means nothing to you.
That doesn't make any sense.
Applesauce.
That's always a Dogma guy.
Dogma was good. Well, basically everything was good until after Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and then Kevin Smith fell off a cliff. Three clothesline comeback.
Uh-oh, she's Maxining up.
Three clotheslines and a come on.
Feel that intensity, vet. Bringing the New Jersey faithful to the middle of their seats.
If you were going to pull the straps down and yell, why'd you yell earlier?
Of the fans. And Ruddy D caught Becky. And now Maxine looking to put this one away.
What the hell was that?
Not entirely sure what that was. I don't know if that was something.
Even Corey Graves was like, what the hell was that?
What
I don't know what
the?
that was.
She got the nice little pose in. She got the smile and the splits in.
Hey, Corey's just like his best way of trying to say, what the fuck was that without saying, what the fuck was that?
I mean, it. All of the incredible women's talent on this roster, and this is the program and match we're getting.
It's all right, though. The thing is, like, you got to remember, you're too educated. Even everybody watching here, HMG, they're too educated. You're all too educated and spoiled. You don't. These people in this audience, they don't know what's good. They like this.
I don't think they do.
They don't even see that she's doesn't even know what an ankle lock is or how to apply it. They don't care about that.
I don't know if they do because they're not like no one's even paying attention. No one stood up for any spot. No one rallied behind her.
Oh, it's in. Locked in. Great counter by Maxine.
That guy's trying to find cell service.
The ankle lock now. Becky sends Maxine out to the apron.
What the fuck? Seriously, what? They like the announcer sold it like she shot, like she like reversed it and pushed her out of the ring, but she just went and like stepped out and wow. Oh my wow.
I mean, look at the look on their faces. They're just waiting for this to end.
Wow.
I think they're captivated. Look at them.
they're so moved.
They're both looking intently.
They're mesmerized by the intensity.
Yeah.
How awesome the action is inside the ring. Yeah, can we get a "This Is Wrestling" chant?
Well, cause see the problem is what's actually happening is I don't know. I suspect that just by the fact that Maxine is taking like 80% of this match that she's going under, but that's the problem. If you have to give somebody 80% of the match, they can't do it. So Becky's other alternative is to just put heat on her for the 80% and then beat her, which that's also flat.
Right.
So it's just a tricky situation. That's why that's the thing that it's difficult for people to understand because they don't look at it in those terms.
Becky can't even put on an ankle lock. What the fuck is that?
Oh, jeez.
But it's okay for Becky not to put on an ankle lock because she doesn't do an ankle lock because she's a heel. Maxine's supposed to be trained.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So if she looks bad doing it, then that's way worse.
Yeah, Becky's using it as like an insult move, but we've seen Dupree weeks and weeks. That's been the signature. The whole point of her going to the dungeon is that ankle lock.
Yeah, whatever a heel does is fine. That's the beauty of being a heel. Everything you do is fine. If you're bad at something, it's great. If you're good at something, it's great. Everything's great. A heel hook. Now, Zane, they really don't know what that is.
Dude, Maxine can't even take like a neck slingshot bump from like the. Jesus, what the?
Oh, Brandon, you know what match we want to see now? We need to see Raquel versus Maxine.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
we gotta make this. Pierce.
I know it gets thrown around loosely, but Bet, you've nailed it right on it. That is dream match material.
Mm-hmm.
It's the stuff that
I'll be dreaming about that for weeks after I see it.
That evokes memories of Jen Maraska versus Charmel.
Becky the champ, or what do they do here? What we get?
Yeah. What'd I say?
That's the finish. We sat there this entire time for that.
Yep.
You know what? I'm gonna pop for that
privilege
finish because it means it's over.
Big time picks.
This be a good time to cut to about 10 more minutes of commercials.
I understand Maxine was cranky with every fiber of her being, trying to snap Becky's ankle, but incredible wherewithal, veteran instinct by Becky Lynch, and a heartbreaker.
Oh my God, my push is over.
Becky Lynch. Enters her second way as Intercontinental Champion. Victoria, she's going to be insufferable on social media. Only if you don't like the truth.
Yeah, for real. Damn, this oof. Oof.
Here we go. Walk. Walk.
This guy will be schoolboyed with a handful of trunks by Dominic Mysterio in 6 weeks.
Oba?
Yes.
All right, we're getting more of it. We're getting more footage of it. I like this. I like where they keep reminding us here. Big fight feel, main event.
Before we get there, there's
Oh no. No. What is happening?
What? In a boot?
That's the sexiest boot I've ever seen, but still. What is going on?
What the fuck are the Zamboni boys doing in the background there? Was that necessary?
Yeah. Well, a big part of Stranger Things is like they're these kids, right?
Okay.
So they thought, what's the best way to cross over here? Let's get these idiot brothers out here. They're the most like children.
Okay.
So you ever seen one lick of Stranger Things, huh?
I have no concept of what it is.
Same here.
Wow, fuck you guys. No, but seriously. No, I don't, yeah, if you guys had Netflix at this whole time, I would have thought you'd at least check it out. Well, I could recommend checking out season 1 or like a couple episodes of season 1. If you like it, it's worth sticking with, I guess. If you don't, you'll know right away, but I mean, you should give it a chance.
Here's what I've watched on Netflix. Raw, NFL on Christmas Day, and Tires.
So you never had Netflix before like this year?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, now that you do.
I think I initially got Netflix for wrestlers, so I could watch that.
Oh, God.
And then I just kind of sat on it. There might have been like some documentaries here or there that kind of grabbed my interest.
Well, Netflix has pretty much everything at some point. They just rotate out content because they have to lease it. So they'll have like pretty soon they'll have every movie, and then some of the movies go away, other movies get brought in. So if you have Netflix, you can see pretty much anything.
Frank asking saying to watch The Last Dance. Brother, I watched it when it came out. In addition to watching it, it is still available somewhere on right here on the platform, the Hami Media Group YouTube channel. Jargo and I did a review for every episode of The Last Dance. One of my favorite pod projects that I've ever done was me and Jargo sitting down. We called it Running of the Bulls. So I'll see if I can find those links. Shoot me a DM. I'll see if I can find the links to the series that Jargo and I did, man. It was the most fun in podcasting I've ever had, was reviewing that documentary series.
If you are innocent, prove it, or you will be executed.
Yeah, that was a great documentary. Who knew all you had to do is hand Michael Jordan an iPad and have him react to stuff?
Dude, I'd still, like, a couple times a week when I'm doing like my daily affirmation, things like that, man, and when I want to get motivated, got to get things done. I love listening to Jordan because I love how he finds his motivation to just fuck that guy. I'm gonna go out there and fucking do this to beat him.
Yep.
Like it'll be like George Carlin. I was in a restaurant. He didn't fuck say hi. Fuck, they weren't winning no championship. I'm gonna go out and drop 50 on these motherfuckers.
Yeah, dude.
He was on the other side of the restaurant, just nodded his head. Fuck that guy. Supersonics getting crushed.
Stranger Things edition of Monday Night Raw as WWE Unreal gave audiences an
he's
at WWE now.
One of the reasons that he's the greatest is not just because of his basketball skills.
Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, and many more.
He knows how to play the game.
No, it just hits the way his whole mind and demeanor operates on another plane of existence. However, I do. Man, it sounds like I should. C.T. Fletcher. Now that I read it and say it out loud, it sounds like I should know that name.
I grew up in an
It's like a motivational bodybuilder.
defended the secrecy.
I feel like I've heard the name before.
That's how we earn our living.
Well, my favorite part of The Last Dance though was the part when like he's like he goes to see he sees Larry Bird or whatever, and they're hugging and stuff and whatever, but on the closed caption of the screen it's like Larry Bird's like, "You bitch, fuck you."
They're still talking shit to each other, man.
Like that's how they say hello. Yeah, they're just
right.
like, "You bitch, fuck." Like they say hi, how you doing? You bitch, fuck you.
That's another like fun thing I go watch on YouTube a lot is the stories of not just of how much of a badass he was on the basketball floor and how dominant he was, but how much of a shit talker Larry Bird was. And to see the competitive side of the NBA back then is so cool about it, man.
Yeah. Wow.
And out of all that fraternity, when they all got together and played as a dream team, hell, man, imagine just being there for them practices. But the only guy that got blacklisted from that entire thing was Isaiah Ryder or Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
You have to feel like you're.
Well, he should get his own documentary.
I feel like there's an
He's got a couple of them, man.
broken nose.
Actually, there is. I think it might be on Netflix.
I would take
There was a really cool documentary about the Pistons and the Bad Boys.
Every day, every war
I think
Yeah,
I
there's
did watch
been
that on
there's
Netflix.
definitely been like ESPN 30 for 30s
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, this was different. I love the 30 for 30s. But this was something different. I think I did watch it on that, but I watched it, I think, after an episode of Raw almost a year ago, probably.
Another speaking of practices, my other favorite part of that was when I can't remember who he was saying it to in practice, but it was like maybe BJ Armstrong or somebody like that. But he was like, it wasn't him, but it was somebody like that. And he was like, "Make this free throw, ho!" Like he called him a hoe in practice for no reason, and I just thought that's the greatest.
Oh, great! Unreal's back.
Yep, we're ready.
Get ready for this. Here come the tag champs. Oh, Brandon, you seeing? Oh, you're here. Okay, let's make sure we got a belt count.
Yeah, we are now at 6 belts. Whoop, whoop.
I forgot. Are we counting belts or championships?
Individual belts.
Okay, so a tag team is 2.
Correct. So we are at 6.
Okay, all right.
I always forget that too.
I feel like it's unfair, but I don't make the rules. I'm just here.
I would bet because I always forget because it's technically one championship.
Right, but it's the belt counts. So
Right.
And like.
So did we count Cody's weight belt?
No, it's official championship belts.
Okay, championship belts. Okay.
And they can also count from other companies. Like, for example, I'll never forget one night when Mike Santana was walked to the ring by 2 of his buddies who were both held 2 belts in their boxing promotions, like real belts. It's like, well, those are
okay.
official
They
belts.
don't have to be
count.
recognized. They have to be sanctioned by the television show.
If throw off everybody's count that night. Yes, sir. Give me some BJ Armstrong, pal. Whoop, whoop.
I know it adds to the activities, the involvement here, participation, but it doesn't seem like the belt count's as fun as compared to an AEW show.
Yeah, AEW, yes, because we're guaranteed, pretty much most of the time guaranteed double digits.
Well, and then when anybody has a belt from outside, they're like, just bring them in, man. Bring them in.
Yeah, there's CMML belts, there's New Japan belts, there's
Ring of Honors,
Ring of
their
Honor,
own, whatever ragtag tax season indie that Monet's winning a belt from that week.
Well, yeah, that belt count is dwindling now.
Yeah, she's on the downward spiral, right?
I think she's in single digits now.
She might be. Well, the Usos don't have a match, so I don't know how they're going to drop the titles, but.
All right. I do like this here. Let them cut the promo up there instead of taking a half hour to walk down there and get all gassed doing it.
WWE Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos, baby. Come on with it. Come on with it. AJ Styles, Dragon Lee. We appreciate that fight last week, Goose. We appreciate that war last week, Goose. But that was last week. That was last year. That was last week. That was last week. Hey, but this year, this year is the year of the Usos. Yeah, 2026. This is the warning shot to every tag team in the game. Wow! Run up against them, boost and find
What
out.
tag teams? There are no tag teams.
Right?
You beat two guys that were slapped together.
Standing right in front of you is the best tag team in the game. Anybody that wants some? Anybody that
Is that white guy a security guy, or is he just like really creeping in, trying to get into the screenshot?
This man Cash, we make history.
Not sure.
Usos anonymous for victory.
Go either way.
I don't know. He's got that intense ass look on his. He might be a part of a tag team coming after them belts.
Four letters, one word. Ooh,
Oh, I saw a security guy. He definitely didn't look intense.
Yeah. Those guys wearing blue. I know what I do like the merch there for these. Like the merch.
The San Francisco Giants inspired merch.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Instead of Big Jim Moose on the back, though, I just would have went with Big Jimmy.
Ladies and gentlemen, she has been your women's world champion for 100.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. We're at 7 belts. We're actually at 7. I totally missed. I forgot about Stephanie's from earlier.
Oops.
All right. Little treat for the vet with the champ, and a little treat for me with a little Jackie Redmond. Well, this is already the best segment of the evening.
Yeah.
And if we see 8, we're going to see 9 because the only other belt that's left is the Intercontinental title, and Dom also carries the AAA Mega Championship with him. So yeah, that would be 9. I guessed 8. Damn it. Well,
is he gonna make it, or is his shoulder hurt?
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. The shoulder.
Yeah, he wasn't with the Judgment Day earlier. Or was that part of the ploy? Did they got something up their sleeve for Liv's match?
Well, I mean, the genie's kind of out of the bottle with that when they had the whole thing where they had everybody legit believing Seth had a knee injury, and then they had the whole thing with him throwing the crutches down.
They can't get this poor girl like a scooter or something.
She doesn't need a scooter. She's tough. But she's putting the weight on her foot. She's like going up the stairs, putting her weight on the boot foot. She put her weight going through the ropes.
What a year. The La Primera.
She got some white ass teeth.
Stephanie, what a year you had in 2025. You successfully defended this championship 3 times, including last week. But I think the question on everyone's mind here in Brooklyn.
Amazing. 4 titles. My debut on Raw, Evolution, Royal Rumble. The list is long. The most important, my biggest dream. I became WWE Women's World Champion. Universo WWE, gracias. Thank you
Gracias.
for believing in me. La semana pasada terminé el mejor año de mi vida derrotando a 2 grandes oponentes, Nikki Bella y Raquel Rodríguez. Ellas ahora saben quién es la primera. 2025 me convertí en campeona. 2026 le voy a seguir recordando a
Sub captioning.
el nombre de la campeona es Stephanie Vaquero.
She said, like last week I beat 2 of the best,
And
and 2025 was good, and 2026 is gonna be better or some shit like that.
will not Stop me. I want more. I want everyone. Voy a demostrar que soy la mejor luchadora del planeta.
She's the best wrestler on the planet.
Gotcha. Has she been working through that ankle injury for a while? It seems like she's been favoring that quite a bit in some matches, maybe the past month or so.
Well, I never seen the boot before, and she didn't put it over in the promo.
Stephanie McCare saying that no injury will stop her from making sure the world knows she's a god.
Oh, you disgusting whore.
Ambushing McCare. Raquel Rodriguez now. Pounding away on the champion, the injured champion.
Uh-oh.
Raquel has made it very clear, Corey, she wants to be champ. She wasn't pinned to the top. And now attacking the injured ankle. Raquel Rodriguez attacking the injured ankle. The champion. I understand wanting to be
I kind of felt like that was a gimmick.
Rodriguez is
She didn't look like she was walking like somebody with a hurt foot.
Yeah. No, it gets by you, Vet. Called out Seth on it. This was weird. That's where the scooter would have came in and protect the gimmick.
The Tejano bomb.
I also pointed out that Becky was getting her ass kicked most of the match, and then she won.
Almost like you've done this.
Well, you know.
Somebody's defenseless here. And again,
You know what this is? This is exciting a reaction. You're evoking emotion here from the audience on this one.
Look at Daivari all jacked.
Jesus Christ.
I'm leaving my coat in the back, guys.
Yeah, I was putting on this polo shirt and short sleeve polo instead.
Looks like he just took Daivari and pulled his skin over Perry Saturn.
Perry Saturn wasn't that big. Look at him.
God damn,
and he's got the Where's Waldo socks.
Get on it. You know what? One lucky thing there for Stephanie. Luckily, she was wearing that boot to protect her ankle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if you saw RBV, but you know, last week, I guess, when we were talking about that horrible performance from Raquel Rodriguez,
right,
really putting the shine on Nikki Bella, making her look like a seasoned professional. But we determined during the course of that, as I was doing some quick research, that she had been wrestling for over 12 years.
What?
Her debut came in 2013.
Where at?
Some random place.
Okay.
But she got signed in 2016. So she had 3 years of indies, whatever that means. as Rip would always say, 3 years, 3 matches. But you know, regardless, from 2016 in NXT and on Raw in 2026 being that horrible. It's amazing.
I had no idea she had that extensive football background. I just thought she was like COVID pickup for NXT. Never done this before.
She will hit her 10th anniversary this year in WWE alone.
Oh, wow. What the hell? Rudy Gonzalez trained her? Huh.
Really?
That's even more surprising.
He may have had his name on the school. I don't know how his training was done because goddamn. She's fucking right.
I don't know if that's one of them that he's claiming.
She's fucking rotten. I would have seen people that had 1 year of experience that's better than her. I've seen it.
If you would have asked me to put money down, I never would have guessed anywhere near a decade.
The real deal. Pizza.
No. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, even just getting signed and being here for 10 years. 10 years under contract.
Now this, I'm looking forward to this. But yeah, how? This guy's going to climb this building with no safety shit?
Yeah. It'd be like getting in the ring with Raquel Rodriguez.
Climb that building with no safety.
Yes.
The official finish of Monday Night Raw. Well, moments ago, Stephanie McCare clearly injured with a walking boot on her ankle, but
oh shit, that's good.
By Raquel Rodriguez in just a remorseless ambush. Stephanie declaring that an injury would not stop her. Fortunately for La Primera, Raquel Rodriguez might be what stops the Women's World Champion. An absolutely vicious, heinous assault. Exclamated.
I wonder if there was something up with Stephanie's travel or something. Was kicked out of the country for a little bit, so they're writing her off.
On Raquel's face.
No, probably not.
It's just funny how this like suddenly comes out of nowhere.
Oh my God!
Hey, get your hands off her, you gorilla.
Nobody in security thought it was a good idea to keep an eye on Raquel.
This is typical WWE bullshit, right? Because in my fucking wrestling company, Stephanie's throwing punches during this. Like she's not gonna cry, you know, like she's an announcer or something.
You fight for your life.
Yeah, you're a professional fighter. Fight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this Stranger Things edition of Monday Night Raw, live from Brooklyn, New York, on Netflix, is presented.
She wouldn't make it in prison, man. You gotta fight.
I'll tell you, Raquel Rodriguez is absolutely snapped. Again, there's a fine and doing something completely unnecessary and over the line, which is exactly what Rodriguez did tonight. I want to switch gears now and talk about the brewing situation between Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio, his newfound ally in the division. Let's take you back to last week's matchup between Austin Theory of the Vision and Rey Mysterio.
Big 6'1". Oh, no 9.
It's Orange Cassidy.
What is orange in Spanish?
Naranja.
Naranja Cassidy. Yeah, dead half She's not Nancy Kerrigan. I like that. We do have the Winter Olympics coming up.
Hey, Reycito. ¿Cómo estamos?
Yeah, but we might be doing that for might be doing some replay watch on some special HMG After Dark replays.
I thought too, maybe you could work in some Olympic themed movies that you like doing. Or if you want, I'll join you. It's not an Olympic thing, but it is hockey. We could do a watch along for Slapshot.
That's a movie you're gonna grill me for this. That's one I haven't seen yet.
Oh, dude,
Okay
I'll watch it with you.
That's a cult classic, not a regular classic.
Yeah, it's actually I like the idea of like doing like some sports based movies.
There's
Like one that
Olympic ones, Cool Runnings.
I know this one's not really Olympic, but I don't know. This is kind of evokes that kind of thing though to me. The Sandlot.
Not really
Yeah, it's a
Olympic
good
at all,
sports movie.
It's not Olympic, I know, but like
especially winter. What's the Will Ferrell and Napoleon Dynamite where they did ice skating?
Blades of Glory.
Yeah, that one could work.
Yeah, there aren't that many actual Olympic movies, but
There's the hockey one with the U.S. team. Was it Glory?
it's called Miracle, I think.
Miracle, yes. Let me get Glory. I'm thinking of Glory Holes.
Oh, is Colin here, by the way? Is there,
oh, Mighty Ducks too. That's actually kind of
Mighty Ducks could work. They actually go play in the Junior Olympics in one of the Mighty Ducks, don't they?
Yeah, the second one.
Okay, there we go.
Give me Keenan. Keenan Thompson's in that too.
Who?
Jesus Christ! I thought that was Carrot Top at first.
I'm still not sure.
Could be his daughter.
Somebody from Stranger Things. Thought you were our expert.
She wasn't even. She's not from Stranger Things. She's just holding that belt. That she's the host of the fucking skyscraper thing you wanted to watch. She ain't in Stranger Things.
Apparently, she did a test run at that thing and fell off of the skyscraper and landed on her face.
Hey, all right.
Hey, here comes Liv.
Look at her little Mysterio tattoo thing on her top.
First match in like 6 months.
The Tanya Harding movie. Oh yeah, the Tanya Harding movie. I mean, we know what you're talking about. It's what was it called? What was it called?
Hard on the Ice.
No. The one with Margot Robbie, right?
Oh, I thought we were talking about like an actual, like over on the Hub movie.
No.
I'm pretty sure Tanya Harding did one of those.
She probably did, but I'm talking about.
I didn't know there was actually a movie, like a drama based about it.
Yeah, I already forgot what it's called.
Damn it! I was going to go
it's
get
not
a
bad.
sandwich.
Someone's about to put it.
But
Someone's about to put it in the chat once they get around to it. I'm waiting on you guys.
Come on, Tanya Harding movie. I Tanya.
I Tanya. That's it.
There we go. Lab rat on it. I do enjoy watching Liv Morgan. Not just because of her looks. I like her character work, body movement.
Yeah, character work, body movement.
As opposed to old bird girl over there.
Lara's good, man. They just they don't know what they got. Just like everybody.
She's great bell to bell in that, but I mean everything else that they have given her is just such a turnoff.
Well, I mean everything sucks. Everything's a turnoff. It's like anything to do with the Judgment Day is a turnoff to me. All this backstage shit they do is corny as hell. Bailey's corny. Who else? Fucking. What else have we just seen tonight?
Everything.
Yeah, just
Usos.
Usos is doing their normal stuff, like Gunther coming out there doing that, and AJ with that corny shit. It's just terrible. Everything's terrible. I can't I can't single out Lyra Valkyria in this ocean of awful. Like they're all. They have all this talent, and they're putting. It's like Patrick Mahomes is a hell of an athlete. I'm not going to make him a free safety.
Right.
You know, like there's things that you have to do with the players that you have. And if you don't know what that is, what are they going to do? If they speak up, they get heat.
Yeah, then they're cut. Buried and cut.
And the people that have the authority to speak up, they're usually, just like they're already at the top. So where else are they going to go? You know what I mean? Like they're not. People that are getting pushed. What's Cody Rhodes going to complain about? Yeah, nobody wants to see this. Nobody wants to see this shit with Drew McIntyre. Nobody, not one person. But what's Cody going to say? You know, is he going to be an asshole and take away a paycheck for Drew by saying, I don't want to do this anymore? You know, like,
I do like this Subway commercial with the 4 for $4 and the guy like, screw my surgery. I got to go get a Subway sandwich. Get those pop me every time. All right. This is ad 307. Let's see if I can do this on the clock. I'm going to run, grab my laundry real quick, and I'll be right back.
Hurry up. You might miss something. He's going to miss Lyra, Brandon. What if she does a cool move and he's not here to see it because he was getting his laundry? You know who was good too is Walter's wife, but she retired. It's too bad that she didn't get to, you know. But if she had made it to Raw or SmackDown, they would have just done the same thing they did with everybody else and just not get it and just completely miss the boat.
Bus driving is drunk driving. Montreal, it's Fight Weekend. Friday Night SmackDown.
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing. It's just like, okay, how do we fill 3 hours?
I mean, if they don't know how to fill time, then just default to having matches and then tell the wrestlers, hey, get over on your own. They'll do a better job than you will, trying to hand them, you know, scripts to read terribly or, you know, put them in the same phony bullshit angles or backstage attacks that you always do.
Rhea Ripley and Io Sky knocking off the Kabuki Warriors. Still to come, the World Heavyweight title on the line.
Who? It's Gunther's wife was Gunther's married to Ginny. Ginny was in NXT UK. She had like a fashionista supermodel type gimmick. But it wasn't like the gimmick where she was like, I'm a fashionista, I'm a supermodel, I'm this and I'm that. It was just, she was a pro wrestler, but she just came out dressed in amazing clothes.
Flying across the ring.
Yeah, indeed, Frank.
Who were you talking about, Vet?
I was talking about Walter's wife, Ginny. She used to be a wrestler and she retired.
I remember her.
I was saying she was money to me back then, but I know that if she had made it to this, that she would have been in the same boat as everybody else. Just like they don't know what they got, they don't know what to do, so.
There were so many of those OVW stars right around your time there, a little before that I watched, that back then I would have bet anything that those guys would have been like the future carrying the company WrestleMania main eventers, and then boom, barely a sniff.
Yeah.
So many of them.
It was not an accident. They got politicked out for whatever reason. Did you ever see that guy Andrew Vane? You remember him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it sounds familiar.
That guy That guy had it all. Like,
For Morgan. And a kick out by Valkyria at 2.
but for some reason,
Great wherewithal from Liv
just
Morgan.
didn't work out.
Plus mid-maneuver. Take another look at this.
Oh yeah, Hammer. We need you to get a hold of Ox. Ben and I came up with a pitch for you today. We're going to get you back on the roster. You guys are going to be rebranded as Brick and Mortar.
Really momentum with a couple of kicks. This with that one though. Valkyria able to duck underneath, kick him around to the midsection. Here comes Valkyria.
Sounds like a TNA gimmick.
We were talking about brick and mortar businesses, and the chat was all about a tag team called Brick and Mortar.
Took advantage. What a move by Morgan as she drew the official Eddie Orengo to her.
Oh, Roxy looking all right out there.
To dump Valkyria out, Morgan. Oh, into a slap by Roxanne. And Roxanne says, Bill, over the barricade into the timekeeper's area. Everything's coming up, Roxy. And Alvaro, oh no. Their belly snapped. Belly's lost it. Get out of here, Roxanne. Their belly now in pursuit. Meanwhile, the match continues.
They're recreating the chair chase scene from Stranger Things new season.
Morgan wins. Here is you.
At least Morgan won.
Welcome back.
Liz just threw up.
Despite all the shenanigans, Liv Morgan shines in a return to the ring in Monday Night Raw.
So I enjoy my Penn Station cold Italian.
Liv Morgan, another 10-year plus.
I knew that one. I came up in a conversation not too long ago. We were figuring out how long she had been there. More Jackie Redmond. Yes, please.
You know, everybody's got an opinion. And they would obviously much rather talk about me because if they talk about themselves, nobody's going to pay attention.
Yeah.
He said everybody's got an opinion.
Yep. You're the haver of opinions.
And the best in the world.
Who it is. It could be you. It could be you. Tonight it's Braun.
Just look at you.
That's right. Trademark.
Well, he's the best in this world. CM Punk, the second sitting saint, the current world heavyweight champion. He takes on the unpredictable badass, Braun Breaker.
Not tonight.
Of his career, looking for his
Not
first
tonight.
world title. It's our main event. Punk Breaker.
He's had his he's done eating his holiday meals. He's back to being in somewhat shape. I mean, CM Punk has never been shredded, but that's what happens when you don't do drugs. It's very impossible to maintain a physique like that when you don't take steroids or growth hormone of any kind. That's what a guy that works hard at the gym looks like. He gets called skinny fat by Triple H and Kevin Nash.
That's what steroids and drugs get you. Fat checks, main events, championships.
And heart failure.
He got all that. So, you know, the point is, man, you gotta be true to your to yourself, and you can still make it if you want to.
Are you throwing away money on your car insurance?
Yeah, that's exactly.
I never thought CM Punk was going to get over. I just didn't. You know, especially when those vignettes came out where he kept saying stuff like, you know, the before the ECW debut, where he kept saying stuff like, I'm straight edge, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, you know, and all this stuff. And I'm just like, this is the Kurt Angle thing. Like, he's going to Kurt Angle himself. But he didn't. They loved him. They never stopped loving him. They didn't stop loving him when he was gone for 10 years. Anytime anything sucked on TV and WWE, they chanted CM Punk.
To the world you've created.
Well, I think
You know?
As you said, though, it is kind of that Kurt Angle thing. Live the right way, the intensity, all that, but the integrity. But Punk looked like Kurt Angle looked like an actual pro athlete. Somebody who was a superstar. Punk looked like the audience.
Gets drowned out.
Yeah. But the lesson is
Life sounds pretty great.
Don't
let a buzz ruin it.
That's what it looks like when you try to do it the real way.
Driving. Don't drive buzzed. Everyone's got to tell.
I can easily believe that they AI'd that Brock in because he didn't want to fly out there to shoot it.
Yeah. I mean, I would have assumed that they could have just shot that in one of the days when everybody was there. They just pulled them into a room, but
I mean, they could have, but
I think it's funnier to imagine Brock Lesnar, for all the money he's being paid, saying, "No, I'm not doing that."
Oh, that's a good point. There hasn't been a guys match yet, has there?
Nope, just the main event, which is coming up, I think, next.
That's right. You hear that, ladies? Men are the main event.
It's the ladies' night.
Did BFAB get hurt visiting this?
Yeah.
museum?
That was the best news of the week. Old B-Flop is injured.
Don't be mean, RBV.
I wouldn't put any money on seeing Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania. I'm not going to say it's not possible. I'm just saying the chances of that happening are extremely slim.
What happened?
I was asking if we might see Rock and Roman at WrestleMania. It's like I wouldn't rule it out, but I also certainly wouldn't rule in its favor either.
Is Rock going to just start drinking like barrels of steroids to get back into wrestling shape?
Yes. Isn't it funny how people there's a there's a sentiment going around that's like, you got your camp of people that's, oh yeah, these are the 5-star match guys. We want to see just wrestling. We just want to see wrestling matches or whatever. Then we also have the people that's like, no one cares about wrestling. It's all about the characters and the stories and all this other stuff. What is it when you want to see The Rock versus Roman Reigns in a match? Which one of those is it? Because you can't say that there's a story there, and when the match happens, it's going to be the match that happens, and you're going to be acting like you care about it. So do you care about the match or not?
It's the story and characters that build to the match that make me care about the match.
But by your logic of no one cares about wrestling, not your logic, but I'm just saying by the logic of the people that are arguing, if nobody cares about the wrestling matches, do you just watch everything up to the match and then turn it off when the bell rings?
No, you want to see the payoff. You want to see how this concludes.
But the payoff is a match.
But it's more like
the payoff is the finish. The whole thing. Like I don't like when I fire up a movie, I just don't want to jump into Batman vs. Joker, even though I know the story has been told 100 times, but I still want that ride to get there, right?
Well, what my point is, for a lot of the things that, for a lot of the arguments, those matches that get 5 stars or 6 stars or whatever have stories and stuff leading up to them. It's just that people are saying that they don't care. It's almost like they turn their nose up at guys, that are trying to have a good match or whatever. But at the end of the day, you still have to watch a match at some point.
The thing with it, you need all of it.
Yeah, I understand that. But what I'm talking about is
going to suck without eggs. You got to put it in there to make the batter and stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing The Rock and Roman Reigns but not for any reason like I think it needs to happen or that they're going to do a good job of getting me excited for it. I'm just curious of how it's going to look because there's a guy that, you know, that hardly does it and a washed up, you know, film actor. So I'm curious as to what that train wreck is going to be. It's the same way I was curious about Maxine versus Becky Lynch tonight. But I don't think that's what is in people's minds when they say they want to see that match.
I get you now. So yeah, there's an extra draw there for it. I mean, because it makes money just as on a billboard. I wonder if one of those things, like maybe in a positive way, the reason that they never gave us Undertaker and Sting. It's one of those things that just live in mystique. I don't think at that point anyway that they would have delivered to what everyone had already built it up to in their heads.
No.
It would have been a huge letdown.
No, you're right.
And they would have forced some kind of stupid story even on the build.
Yep.
You know, really, you think about it, I really like went that deep into thinking about, because I'm not one of those people that was always like, oh my God, I got to see this match, or was like mad that they put Triple H in that spot. But what would have been the story? I mean, just because they were both the dark and mysterious from the two different promotions? I mean, they've both kind of fought for the similar principles and shit for the most part.
I mean, The Undertaker went through every possible permutation of any motivation that you could ever have.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It just
before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. If you're nursing.
And it also could only have come at a time when they're already just selling you WrestleMania
without the matches. You don't even need a card.
Yeah. So like it's not like it could draw money necessarily. It could have if you were doing the pay-per-view model, but they were already onto network at that point. You know?
Frankie was saying Taker and Sting were the pillars of WWE and WCW. Were they? I mean, they were always top guys, but they were never the guys really in either company.
I mean, pillar's just a buzzword. If Frank chooses to use that to describe them, but I understand what he means.
I understand what he's saying. I mean, they were great foundations. They were, truly a part of, what defined those companies.
But again, that would work in the sense of if we're talking about going back to like the sports presentation, if you're just looking at like, well, this is fight promotion, this is a fight card. If you're just telling me you put Undertaker versus Sting on one of the cards, it doesn't really need a build. You just having that match there would be good enough. Yeah. You probably wouldn't like it once you saw it. But the intrigue of the names would do all the promotion for you. But you can't have that without the years and years and years that they put into it building those names.
Jimmy G saying, looks like we're going 2 hours tonight. I don't know what that means. Him and Ray are going Raw for 2 hours.
Yeah, unless he's talking about this Raw. It's only going to go a little over 2 hours, depending how long this is.
I was going to say, unless this match ends in 5 minutes.
His dad, his uncle, never won world titles in WWE. Braun hopes to break that streak tonight.
All right, big match. Here we go. It's clobbering time.
That's why he's the best of the world, guys.
Pop right there.
The Steiner brother jacket or the University of Michigan jacket with CM on it.
Get that on shop.com immediately. Immediately.
Yes, get something you will never have a reason to wear, but get it anyway. Support the best in the world.
I'd wear that up to Ann Arbor. Can I get that in some Buckeye colors?
You see, I come from a highly educated university, University of Michigan, so I gotta dumb it down for all the white trash and rednecks.
Damn, that sandwich was good. But not filling enough. All right, Pumpkin Breaker, fill me up, baby. Satisfy my appetite. All right, puppy girl, get this shit out of the way here. How about Punk just jumps in the ring when he lands, he gets speared?
Well, they didn't do the big introductions yet.
Since we do got Jimmy T in the chatter there, can't put us over his own shit. Reminder everyone to stick around after the watch along. I like it raw. After hours. Just how those guys do it. Jimmy T, Big Ray, gonna break it down, give their reaction here. The ladies love fest undercard in the big main event.
We got Ernest returns in the house. What's up, pal? Good to see you. Whoop, whoop. It's all good, like Cheech Marin said in Ghostbusters 2. Better late than never, pal. Whoop, whoop.
Well, normally tuning into the platform at this time, everybody's catching the Impact Attack. If you missed that, available under the live tab for a playback.
We're already done with it.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in with 218 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion!
Yeah, no, like back in the day, like they would have had like characters from the show interacting with the or actors from the show, or even in character interacting with the wrestlers.
Would that work, or would that have been lame?
It could have been hit or miss. That's kind of...
It was always lame. We were children then.
Right.
When Leslie Nielsen was looking for the Undertaker or whatever.
I loved it. You got to find the fake Undertaker, or is the real one? What's the last one we had? What we had? Zombie Lumberjacks. Remember, with Priest and Miz.
Oh yeah, and they took Miz away.
Mm-hmm. Well, we had Carrot Top with a Stranger Things championship belt. We had the Zamboni brothers in the back of a boat. Oh, that little graphic thing that keeps popping up for each match.
Tentacles everywhere.
Get me tentacles.
He can get crafty, and he can try to exploit Braun Breaker's inexperience. Headlock by Punk to start things off tonight.
Yeah, AEW would have had a Stranger Things. That championship would have been in a match tonight. We would have crowned a Stranger Things champion.
It somehow would have been Jeff Jarrett slap nuts.
Maybe true. CM Punk has encountered Braun Breaker before, but not this Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is getting so much hype because a superstar like him only comes along once in a blue moon. A superstar who has the aptitude that Breaker does. Not only the
all right, putting over the
fact that Breaker's been able to sit under the
awesome sissity of Braun Breaker.
So my question being, if Breaker did pin Punk inside the War Games cage, does that
He's working on the spear arm.
where it gets that full force coming at you.
That's
That's where it really lays into your rib cage right there. That.
Yeah.
And Breaker now.
Yeah, give me that hentai, Frank.
Breaker, and there's the power of Braun Breaker. Dogs are out in Brooklyn tonight. Breaker in control.
Now that the psychology of that spot made no sense. Why would CM Punk go to leapfrog him for no reason? But you got to get your shit in.
I remember watching that on TV, Dan. Yeah, that was so bad. It's like, hang on, you're having these three actors playing the Three Stooges, coming on the show like they're actually the Three Stooges, and we all know they're actually dead. Like,
yeah, but because they were making they made like a new
It was their movie,
movie thing.
Those Stooges were alive.
Yeah. That was like, wasn't Will Sasso one of them or something like that?
Yeah, he was Curly.
Oh my god. Yeah, I miss Vince McMahon's booking too. Bring him back.
I'm not saying it was good or anything. I'm just.
Hey, I liked when the Muppets were the guest hosts.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least we got a Sheamus and a Beaker interaction.
The most inspired bit of writing they've done in many, many years.
They actually let the Muppets crew handle creative that night, so that's why it was actually an entertaining show.
Probably. I know Vince had never heard of them, so he just left it completely in their hands.
Dave's on a commercial break.
Let's see how much you're spending. Down on that pulp. Oh wow, I've got 3 DoorDash.
You think too? I mean, it's your first one of the year. You've been hyping this matchup for over a month. They did a good job on the early hype. Across the board, just give us ad free on this one. I mean, I know it's not the same as dealing with a network when you promote that, but just be like, you know what, we're not going to cut to this one for anybody.
And you can write the show where you front load it with the commercials. That way, main event's commercial free.
But I mean, I guess if you get the upgraded package, right? So it's only a few of us that are watching the commercials. We're probably the majority, but I mean, there's people that are
allegedly. But I dropped down to the lower tier because I had the higher tier and I still saw commercials, so I didn't understand why everybody was saying that they were not seeing commercials when I was.
Now, is that just like a U.S. thing? Because Jimmy T's always saying he doesn't see these. So I mean, his has got to be just because it's the international one.
But it could be, but well, for example, Ray said that he didn't see them, and I'm like, okay, well, you're not international.
Well, he is, but his service isn't.
No, Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory.
Yeah, he's territorial, so.
And Braun Breaker now in control of the world champion CM Punk as he seeks the first world title of his career.
So, something / Steph. Get around that. Are you tired of boring commercials?
Steph Shark.
Yep.
This level as quickly as Braun Breaker has. He knows number 1, Kurt Angle. Number 2, Brock Lesnar. That's the short list. I haven't seen anybody except those 2.
Oh, on the replay, there's no commercials because I can watch the entire show, the 2.5-hour show in 30 minutes usually.
His case for being great already with a win over Punk tonight. Looking for the cover here.
Well, even with the
compliments to be compared to two of the all-time greats.
Even when I had the high tier package, when I'd go back and watch the replay, it took hours for them to take the commercials out, and then also they didn't have the stuff in between. Like, I'm sure at some point Byron Saxton was out in the crowd tonight and the New Day cut a promo out there, but we didn't see it because whatever. But like, those aren't in the high tier package when you go to rewatch it. So
Yeah, so
I don't know. I was
extra
just getting
bonuses.
conflicting reports all around from different people, and I don't know what the deal was, but I knew that if I'm not going to get it, I'm not going to pay for it, so I just dropped the tier down.
Again, I have no doubt in my mind CM Punk
And I already had Netflix forever, like
strategy to execute. But when you're dealing with somebody
way before WWE even
it can be hard to execute.
was thought of.
You also mentioned earlier,
But
right, he's true, he's wise. He can wait Breaker out as long as
I wasn't getting my money's worth.
hope that the younger Breaker makes a mistake. Hypothetically,
It still is crazy today to think that at one point Blockbuster turned down buying Netflix.
Into the deep waters recently. The guy's a physical freak of nature. And we know CM Punk has a gas tank on him. Punk is not.
And honestly, in hindsight, that might have been the best thing for Netflix. That Blockbuster didn't buy them.
how will he swing? Well, that's the other thing.
Yeah, that's right. I had Netflix before there was streaming.
His size, the stamina he has is incredible. He could probably last just as long as Punk can.
A little mail order.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight, Punk trying to fight back as he makes it back to a vertical base.
And I used the disc mail service until they discontinued it.
Stops here. Now he's got Breaker.
Really? When did that happen? When did they get out of that? You remember?
It's 2 or 3 years ago or something like that. I can't remember now. Time flies.
Really? Okay, it was that recently. That's interesting.
Because I had like a, back when I ever since I had it, I filled up the queue with like over 100 movies or whatever. So like I was never at a loss for movies for them to send me.
Right.
So I was just working my way through them. But then if a new movie came out, I would add the new movie in there and move that to the top. And sometimes there'd be a wait because of course, and as time went on, they would buy less discs, because they were getting out of the disc shipping business. So they would have less copies of newer movies and so on and so forth until.
All right, I got a little back and forth here. Nobody really, probably a little bit of favor here of Braun, but nobody really taking control, dominating the match early on or so far. I noticed at the library yesterday, there was a whole section, like a huge case full of vinyl records that were available to check out.
Did you flip through them?
Nah, I saw them from afar. I didn't go look at them. I'm going to go up there Wednesday to do some work. So I'll take a actual look, see what kind of stuff they got in there. I went up there thinking, go there, get a nice little desk, kiosk area, nice and quiet, like get away from distractions to do some work. And then end up there, like the people watching. I didn't get shit done.
Why is Braun dressed like Stranger Things? Well, you see Final Boss engaged. They have this whole promotion thing.
Somebody get Frank Drebin on the case. Why is he dressed like Stranger Things?
Could be Liam Neeson now.
Hey, speaking of, that's now available for streaming. I saw it in the theater. Oh, shit. I laughed so hard during that thing. But the new Naked Gun is now on streaming.
Yep, Amazon Prime.
Yes.
You don't have to pay a cent if you have Amazon Prime already. I still ain't gonna watch that shit.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it.
Was it? Was it good?
I laughed my ass off. But I just love that stupid ass turn your fucking brain off comedy like that. I loved it. Fuck you, artist.
Artist hates it.
Yeah, he would.
Well, if artist doesn't like it, I better watch it then. It's probably good. But I don't think you missed any 11 references either. Not that I saw.
All right, while we're at commercial, I'll fold a little laundry. A little inside information on RVD here. One of the things I loathe the most in my existence is folding laundry. I cannot stand it.
Have you considered not being such a dirty motherfucker so that your clothes don't need to be cleaned as often?
Oh, dude, I do so much laundry. Although, like when I had my own place, like I wouldn't fold it, so I would go through a cycle of clothing, and like I had like what I'd wear like pretty much like same week, like a 10-day cycle. So I'd fill up the wash machine with dirty clothes, and then when it got to a certain level, I would wash it, throw it in the dryer, and everything just stayed in the dryer. So like every day when I went to go get ready, I would just turn the dryer on and let all the clothes in there heat up, then pick out what I wanted, so everything came out nice and toasty. Put it right on. Nothing ever had to get folded or put away.
This man has a system. That's definitely a bachelor's life.
Yep.
Because even though that works perfectly, ain't no woman gonna stand for it.
And I loved it. I didn't fold a fucking piece of laundry for like 2.5, 3 years.
Things have reached a critical stage for the
That was a quick commercial break.
right now is being physically dominated by the challenge.
Jimmy T called the network, said, hey, we got to get this I Like It Raw moving along here. So you'll see that on Unreal. Jimmy T called Bruce Pritchard, who's that gorilla, started yelling at the agent, start yelling at Punk, going over time.
What? Why? Braun was halfway off the top rope when he was still standing on it. Why did he do that?
That's what Punk was waiting for. And Punk delivers the elbow. Is it enough to retain the championship? And Breakker gets the shoulder up. But again, that one mistake, Punk trying to capitalize.
They're probably not going to replay that. Oh my God, they're going to. No,
Are they?
No, this is a different.
All right, there they went to the backflip. Show the athleticism.
Get your standing moonsault in. We won't talk about that Frankensteiner you completely fucked.
That was so bad.
All right, let's try a superplex. Let's not. I don't trust you, kid. Oh my God, they did it again.
They went back to it.
They went back to it. He got it this time.
Reset the spot, baby.
You know, I'll give them credit. At least they didn't go right back to it. They worked back to it.
They should have just left it. I'm surprised Punk did that. I feel like he'd be the kind of person to tell you backstage not to do that. Like as you come through the curtain.
Breaker's moment, is it tonight?
What was my role at OVW? Student wrestler. But I also, I did somewhat what you would call agenting, I guess.
Know your role, vet. Did you get to do a lot of work with the like production of the DCW show?
I wasn't really hands-on with that. I was just on air talent.
No wrong with that, baby.
And when I did, when I did have input, it got shot down. So I was like, all right. that was one of the mini straws on the camel that was like, what am I doing here? Like, am I going to have to spend my entire career explaining to people dumber than me why this should or shouldn't happen or what, yada, yada. I can't even get, we're the scrappy underdog team that's trying to compete, and we're trying to carve out our own niche, you know, amongst the contracted wrestlers. And like, we're, you know, and if I can't be on the same page with these guys, it's never going to work. So that was part of what made me, you know, excuse myself from the business.
One of the hard realities of fuck this.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, here comes Humpty Dumpty.
Getting me the.
Uh-oh. Here comes the crew. We were waiting on you. Well, here we go. Shenanigans. Shenanigans.
He's not the master of the stomp. It's not as effective as the real thing. Also, he kicked out of the real thing several times.
In one match.
Mm-hmm. I believe it was Netflix debut. Raw debut on Netflix, right? Seth Rollins versus CM Punk.
All right, here comes the cavalry. Yeah, that was the big main event 1 year ago, wasn't it? The big kickoff main event.
Yep, the cage match.
It was nice of Reed to wait for the spot.
Right. That was the most awkward looking thing.
Phillips forget the plan.
This is effectively neutralized the numbers advantage for the Vision. Braun Breaker and CM Punk, the only two men.
I watched a weird like conspiracy theory thing about Captain Planet, about how the Planeteers were just trying to, that Captain Planet was actually the bad guy. And they were just keeping him under wraps so he didn't destroy everything.
Well, he did have a mullet, so he can't be trusted.
GTS.
Kick out.
Can't put a dog down when I go to sleep. It's inhumane. Frank's got to do it. Is a good point. That's the fastest I've seen a ref get up from anything.
This is where for a champion, whether it be CM Punk, whether it be any other champion on the roster. You don't want to find yourself here. So what does Punk do now?
Oh, yes. Raw next week at 2 p.m. I love those early start times.
And it's a testament to me that Punk is panicked. CM Punk is afraid. CM Punk can feel the World Heavyweight Championship slipping through his fingers right now. Oh, he's going to have to hit another goal to get it going.
Oh, go to sleep into the armbar.
The famous Braun Breaker armbar.
The arm Braun Breaker.
No, it's just an arm breaker, but the breaker has 2 Ks in it.
Okay, right. That's how we get the branding in it. What everybody loves to see in Braun Breaker matches, exchanges of submission holds in the middle of the ring.
You put him to sleep this way. Breaker, though, trying to fight back, trying to neutralize Punk, now staring with the eyes of the champion. Breaker back to his feet. Hoisting Punk up. Oh, Breaker with a gut buster again. And a clothesline.
Good Lord.
Cover. Punk stays in it.
Oh, man, look at the crowd. Can't believe it, Vet.
None of us can believe it. Our jaws are on the floor.
Oh, how insulting. How insulting is this? Braun Breaker going for the GTS. I don't know if I'm Punk, if I would like him doing this. Oh, roll it over. Roll that doggy over.
Someone's got to do this now that John Cena's gone.
Yep, give me Kick Out Championship Wrestling, pal. Sponsored by DiGiorno. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
I could go for some pizza now.
Yep, it's taking Braun this long to deal with Punk.
Well, Punk is the best in the world. He's the champion. Like, you're going to go out there and mow through him.
CM Punch.
Sounds like a good party favor. Who spiked the CM Punch?
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow, he ate shit.
That's a spike to the CM Punch.
Wow. That looked like that looked like Bagwell. That looked like Bagwell. Oh my fuck.
You're gonna have to put the belt on the kid now.
Holy shit. Wow.
Can we get that scooter I had mentioned earlier for Stephanie? We might need that to get
the
Punk
scooter
out of
we
here.
didn't have for Stephanie. No, get the Scoops Ahoy bicycle that the Creed brothers were sitting on.
Yeah.
Okay, he's moving. He can stand.
His whole boot came off. Damn, that did not look good. Oh, you probably shouldn't be trying that at his age that late in a match.
Paul Heyman laughing.
Is he laughing, or is he just having like an actual heart attack? I know.
He's laughing.
Braun might be out already. Hope for the GTS. Go to sleep.
At least up moving. That did not look good, but. All right. Clean pin. I didn't see that coming.
Is a survivor. What a battle.
He's not going to give up. He's going to keep on surviving.
But CM Punk reminding Braun, the young gun, that if you come at the king, you best not miss.
Just big win there for the champ.
Punk promised when he won the world championship again.
Wow.
Long time before he let it go. And CM Punk endured hell. Braun Breaker.
What do you think, Vet? Where do we go from here?
On the announce table. Surely the CM Punk. But as Braun looked for that
I don't know.
spear,
To next week,
just enough wherewithal
Germany.
Well, we got 3 stages of hell in Berlin.
these strikes. And somehow against all
So,
odds, CM Punk
in relation to us, the audience,
is still the best.
yeah,
He's still
yeah. Where do we go? I don't know. I don't care. Somewhere.
Well, I'll tell you where the Hamian Army should be going. Nowhere. Stay right here. Just wait for the next live show. Big Ray, Jimmy T, going to be coming at you, breaking it down. Now it's going to go. Jimmy T's going to say, if you know what I mean, like a dozen times. And Big Ray's going to be like, I liked it. I don't care what anyone says. I liked it.
Way to promote.
No, I am interested. A very special Ray got to sit at home and enjoy this thing here. 1 year anniversary of Raw on Netflix. They're going to break down, give you they're not going to have time to sit on it, think about it. They're going to give you that raw, real reaction. I think they're coming up here in about 15 minutes.
Well, then I guess we better skedaddle.
Yeah. Oh, we take extra time. As Jimmy was asking, because as you guys were doing the Wrestle Kingdom, well, do you think if you guys start recording at noon, can we go at 1? Like, yeah, we do our show in an hour. So I'll get out as fast as we can, bro. Which we didn't hardly, I think we only talked like 20 minutes about wrestling today.
Yeah, when I was on there, it sounded like the same old, the same old shit too. All the missed opportunities, and then Ben was talking about how they're not making the most of their opportunities. Then he pitches a bunch of corny ideas that he would. It's the same. It seems like a Monday locker room.
It is. It's rough to talk the wrestling stuff. There's just not a lot there. We had some great conversation about, how Ravens Joint, their market strategies, business wise. We talked business, just kind of the business. Then we tie the wrestling in and how it can work there a little bit. We talked like that for 45 minutes, but when you're kind of a headline driven show like that, it gets a little difficult but there's no real headlines.
Especially this week. There wasn't anything. And whatever there was related to Wrestle Kingdom, so I knew you guys
we didn't know shit about that.
So
we didn't know anything about that. All right, Brandon. Whatever you want to do your thing here, man.
Alrighty. So yeah, I think it's gonna be it for us tonight. We're gonna be back, like you guys said, in about 15 or so minutes. Although it is scheduled for 10:15, or I should say 11:15 Eastern. But
they'll be going live whenever they go live.
Yeah, so I can't really put a time like a specific stamp on it. It'll go live when it goes live, which should be.
Hey, it's not like these losers have anything else So you just sit and stare at the screen until it says live and then click on it.
Damn right.
And I apologize. I meant to say tomorrow night, Frank. My apologies. Tomorrow night. Alrighty, so yeah, this is coming up this week. Usually we do the NXT late start watch along, but none this week because we had for personal reasons there was an emergency with the family that we couldn't do our Christmas together, so we're kind of doing it tomorrow night, which is kind of the only place we could fit it in. But I will try to we'll do Twitch that night when I get back from there. And then Wednesday, we got the AEW Dynamite watch along in Bell Count. And then Thursday, we got the TNA Impact watch along in Bell Count. And then the last time under this format, because once they go to TNA goes to AMC, that's going to be a different time start time. So we're going to be changing that up. We're going to do Lunacy first and then Impact on Thursdays starting that week. And then,
Very,
of course,
very cool.
Yep. And then, of course, Friday, got the Friday locker room. I'm sorry, you guys, that's my bad. Then the SmackDown watch along in Bell Count, which is up to 3 hours, which is oof.
Oh, shit. I have to watch that too.
And then Saturday, HMG After Dark, and movie I haven't done yet, which I haven't seen in a long time, which I think would be fun, would be Ernest Goes to Camp. And then I do some more Glow after that.
I heard that they're going to do an Ernest's farewell tour where Gunther puts him to sleep, caps him out at the end.
Know what I mean, Vern? Know what I mean, Vince?
All right, Big Ray, Jimmy T, the show is yours.
All right, bye, everybody.
All right, so we'll see you at the I Like It Raw. I'll be in the chat. Much love. Whoop, whoop.